This is Love Radio, Trinidad and Tobago, with Sukram Ali, the ultimate selector.
The top 60 Maestro hits through the years on Love Radio Trinidad and Tobago. I'm Sukram Ali, the ultimate selector. We are celebrating the Maestro legacy, mystical, musical, magical. Alston Cecil Maestro Hume, perched on the celestial pedestal of Soca supremacy. Counting down the top 60 Maestro Kaiso Soca hits through the years and talking to Maestro's peers, family and friends. We started at number 60, working our way up, step by step, notch by notch, up to number 1. We are about to unveil the top 20.
Good luck, God.
On with the countdown. At number 20, a song about the West Indian Labor Day celebrations in Brooklyn, New York, arranged by Art Decoto. Be sure to listen for the Maestro catchphrase, Fire in the Mountains. From the Cage album Rampage, this is Maestro with Melee at number 20. Melee.
I was dancing, nobody tell me Labor Day morning. See me in Brooklyn, I never saw so much people ever before. I estimated at $2 billion or more. Whining, top of the morning, grinding. They're doing their own thing, and the congas sing, and the drummers swing, and the slippers singing, and the pants swinging. They come to play, they come to sway, to break away for Labor Day. On Eastern Parkway. Start to knock, people start to flock, man start to rumble, pan start to grumble, and folks the immigration scout would like to meet. They leave their hideout and they jumping in the street. Whining, top of the morning, grinding. They're doing their own thing, and the congas sing, and the drummers swing, and the slippers singing, and the pants swinging. They come to play, they come to sway, to break away for Labor Day. On Eastern Parkway. Break down. Let it all out. Go. Pushers and junkies, all between the trees where you passing. This jockey's blasting on Nostrand Avenue. So much Trini I meet. It's like I was home jumping up on Frederick Street. Whining, top of the morning, grinding. They're doing their own thing, and the congas sing, and the drummers swing, and the slippers singing, and the pants swinging. They come to play, they come to sway, to break away for Labor Day. On Eastern Parkway. All right.
Celebrating the West Indian experience, Labor Day celebrations, Brooklyn, New York, at number 20. From the Cage album Rampage, music and arrangements by Art Decoto. Maestro, number 20, Melee.
Keep on going.
At the time of his demise, Maestro was living with his wife Gloria in Freeport. He had 4 children from 2 previous relationships: Lauren, Desiree, Errol, and David. This is David with his Maestro memories.
My name is David Calendar. Do my name is Karen Hume. First and foremost, Cecil Hume, which is known in the Soca world as the Maestro, is my brother. My name is David Calendar. My sisters are Lauren Calendar and Desiree Hume. Errol Hume, that is my bigger brother. Then my next 2 sisters, Lauren is younger than me. Desiree is younger than me. Different mothers. Errol different mother. Lauren, me and Lauren is one mother. Desiree is different mother. What I can say about my father is that he was a father figure to me. I'm so sad that I never really took up in his footsteps, but at the end of the day, I'm conscious that is my father. I don't really write music, but I can play any instrument. My sister, well, she's not into music, but we know music, but she's not into music. I into music slightly, but not in no big way because obstacles and circumstances. But in a nutshell, a portion of my life he lived with us. Eventually, he used to come and make sure we are alright, you know. He used to always sit down and try to bring me into the music thing, but you know, you as a child, you can make a child, but a child has to choose his own destiny. I tried it to go and really, to be honest with you, brother, I made 2 guest appearances in a review at the 10 Days in 1981. I went and made 2 guest appearances in review Calypso 10 and sing over some of his music, which I was applauded. And his contribution was gathered within the crowd from me and ting. But the next time now I went and to make a guest appearance in Skinner Park. But stage fright, it couldn't go on. And since after then, I never really tried to get into that soca business. But right now, my son, my grandson in America, he is singing. My son plays music. My son is a DJ. But his son, my son named Dwayne Lewis. And my grandson is Damani Lewis. He is doing little recording and thing in a small because he and Dev had some small collaboration. But my son told me he came down here for Achilles Caliber. I went and make a guest appearance somewhere and he and Dev was singing. So I don't know if that recorded or how that. I don't know. Yeah, I feel very proud, brother. I feel very proud. The only thing, to be honest with you, I don't feel good about how people keep using the music and nothing don't really come to us. Well, what I would tell you about my father, I love him. Don't mind the shit, that was my father. We love him. He used to live. Nobody didn't used to live with us, but he used to recognize us and make sure that we're alright.
David Calendar with a tribute to his father, Cecil Hume. In his formative years, Cecil loved to read. He collected books, novels, and comics. Maestro had a deep concern for the plight of the African, the poor, the oppressed, the downtrodden. One notch up in our countdown at number 19. From the Anatomy of Soca album, arranged by Pelham Goddard, produced by Ellis Chowlinon, Alston Cecil Maestro Hume. Number 19, Over Yonder.
A place where the alien have all the power. The ones who belong there are made to suffer. With cannons and guns they take over by force. A man from London in Africa is boss. Over yonder.
At number 19, from the Anatomy of Soca album, music conducted and arranged by Pelham Goddard with Charlie's Roots, Over Yonder, a powerful message, international soca commentary, a song that showed the humanity, the social consciousness of Alston's Cecil Maestro Hume, socially conscious, lyrically genius, musical magic. On that fatal night, in the wee hours of Independence Morn 1977, Cecil stopped to help a motorist in distress, Dalip Singh, on the Uriah Butler Highway in the vicinity of Gasparillo. A Coast Guard private, initials VF, hurrying back to headquarters at Tetron Bay, fell asleep while driving, and Maestro was fatally struck. At number 18 in our countdown, one of Maestro's dearest friends, a man he spent many years with, writing, creating, making musical magic in Princestown, pays glowing tribute to his friend, his partner, his brother, Cecil Hume Maestro. This is Shorty at number 18, a tribute to Maestro, higher world of music.
He was a man, a great composer. His compositions were those of a master. Maestro, superstar tomorrow. What a blow to Calypso. Go to a higher world of music, to a higher world of music. I know you're there, I know he's there. To a higher world of music, to a higher world of music. I know he's there, I know he's there. 'Just in his prime, on the verge of greatness. Life, you was so unkind to leave him like this. But when the master calls your number, you just got to answer. Oh, what, my brother, to a higher world of music, to a higher world of music. I know he's there, I know you're there. To a higher world of music.
25 years ago, in 1996, I spoke to Shorty about Maestro.
And as Maestro's contribution to Soca is concerned, Maestro in 1973 never believed that the music that I was doing could make a breakthrough. The combination of African and East Indian music. As a matter of fact, Maestro was very strong in black, with black music. And he would always say, black man, this thing you're doing with Indian and African music, it can't make at all. It wasn't until 1976, after I did Sweet Music, that the music hit Maestro. And he came to me and asked me to produce a song for him at Cave Studios. For him, I will do it because he's my friend. But when he went to his producers, they decided they were not going to pay me any kind of money to handle his production. Maestro was the first singer after me to continue with the soca movement. Maestro was the first singer after me to continue with the soca movement. Maestro was the first singer after me to continue with the soca movement.
Shorty paying glowing tribute to his dear friend Maestro.
I shed a tear for you, my brother. Somewhere out there, you are gone forever. Maestro, through the power of your spirit, don't you forget it. Send me some music. Oh Lord, to a high world of music. From your high world of music, Maestro, you're there. I know you're there. In a high world of music, Maestro, in a high world of music, I know.
At number 18 in our countdown, Shorty with Higher World of Music, a tribute to his music partner, a dear friend, Maestro. The top 60 Maestro hits through the years on Love Radio, Trinidad and Tobago. Maestro, with the gift of songs, was Santa Claus to many, many Calypsonians struggling to compose their own material. If Shorty is the father of soca, then Maestro must be the godfather. For indeed, while soca was young, Maestro nurtured, grew, and shaped the art form, ensuring a smooth transition from Kaiso to soca, laying the foundation, paving a soca highway for those who followed to fly high. One notch up in our top 60 countdown at number 17 from the album Rampage, arranged by Art Decoto. Number 17, Maestro, the Godfather.
When I heard they change my name, I didn't know who to blame. On they went without my consent. I ring New York and I ask Charlie ring back and telling me, see here star, we call you the Godfather, for you are spectacular. They say I am the Godfather of jam. My prancing speed is what the country need. The people romping, people jumping, and every waist shaking up in the place, every race. Children fighting to see me, women going in a frenzy, because my jam taking over. They call me Godfather. Alright. I didn't want to break the laws, I didn't want to, because all my plans is to please my fans. I went and asked Theodore Guerra if he could give me the answer. He says, sir, we call you the Godfather, for you are the true master. They say I am the Godfather of jam. My prancing speed is what the country need. The people rocking in the morning, people jumping in the evening, and every waist shaking up in the place, every race. Children fighting to see me. Women going in a frenzy because my jam taking over. They call me Godfather. Okay. Cross question all my fans to find out who is the man. Somebody is a Chinese. I check out someone come up with one. It had to be Ellis Jolin on the answer. We call you the Godfather for coming good regular. They say I am the Godfather of jam. My prancing speed is what the country need. If you rumping, if you jumping. And every waist shaking up in the place, every race. Children fighting to see me. Women going in a frenzy because my jam taking over. They call me Godfather. Alright.
At number 17, from the Rampage Cage album, music and arrangement by R. Decoto, Maestro, the Godfather.
Somebody is a Chinese. I check out someone come up with one. It had to be Ellis Jolin on the answer. We call you the Godfather for coming good regular. They say I am the Godfather of jam. My prancing speed is what the country need. If you rumping, if you jumping, and every waist shaking up in the place, every race. Children fighting to see me. Women going in a frenzy because my jam taking over. They call me Godfather. Alright.
The top 60 Maestro hits through the years on Love Radio, Trinidad and Tobago.
Hi, this is Kari Kinte Stevens, and you are listening to Maestro's top 60 hits through the years on Love Radio, Trinidad and Tobago with Sukram Ali, the ultimate selector.
With some more Maestro memories, Maestro close personal friend, right-hand man of business, confidant, Kari Kinte Stevens.
A lot of people up to about 2 months ago, a guy met me and just so he woke up to me saying, Kinte, give me 2 of this song now, but I hear you are the book. I don't have to. Right, what happened is that the day that my show died, the 31st, 1977, my show called me around like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the day. And he said, Kerry, you home? I said, I'm going on the football field. He said, don't go on the football field. A guy from Canada come down and he wants some songs to buy. So I pass him for the book because the book and the guitar by me. So when he stopped, he said, bring the guitar and the book, let me go. And we went to Princeton and met the guy by a bar. But I had a show that night on the promenade for Independence. So when I rang like 5, 6 reach, he said, Kerry, you go ahead and open because you have your show to do. And I leave and I come home and get ready. I went to the promenade. So my show had the books. So whatever happened when he leave that place in Princeton by Thomas, he had the book in the car. So what the girl that he was living with in Freeport, when my show died, my show mom sent a call me and she said, Kerry, I want to talk to you. I have nothing to give you from Cecil, but the songs are yours. She said, we're going up by Gloria, which is in Shoguanas. We're going up by Gloria, and all I want is what belongs to my son. I don't want nothing else. And the songs are yours. And when we get there and we ask for the book, Gloria told us that the first night of the week, Ellis and some other guy came there and said that my show owed them some songs. And she was so upset that they can't wait until everything is over to come. She got so upset and so angry, and she said that only want take it and give them the book. That is what she said to us. Because she was contracted to Ellis to do this album a year. She said, Ellis come and say, oh, my show owe them some songs. And she just get upset. There's only one. The man ain't gonna come for a song. Take it. So that is the last I know about that. I've never seen that book after that.
Kinte with some more Maestro memories. Maestro performed at the Veterans Calypso tent in 1973 and the Calypso Review from 1974 to 1977. The sobriquet Maestro. Cecil saw himself as a great musical maestro, tuning, arranging, conducting steel band on a world stage in front of musicians performing calypso and soca, hence the sobriquet Maestro. For a brief period, he was known as the Mighty Maestro, but by 1964, when he cut his first record, it was simply Maestro. On with the countdown, one notch up at number 16, one of the most touching, timeless classic, lyrically brilliant, Alston Cecil Maestro Hume at number 16, Portrait in Black.
Papa, Mama, black son, black daughter, brother, sister, ride on together. Everybody else has something, we alone scrunting. It's time that we learn, we shouldn't throw stone, we fault is we own. Too much affect, too much blockorama, too much emphasis on clothes. And when we sweat, we ain't no a banker, is we we're giving we blows. Look around and see what is happening. Everybody selling, we alone buying. This ain't no racial attack, I just come to paint a portrait in black. Black, black, cost of living daily sky high. How come it's only we're crying every time there is motoka castle in pasture. The amazing thing, the same folks driving, the same blokes riding. Para and China and curry, why pay so much for roti? Too much pizza and chow mein and chop suey, coconut bake more tasty. Watch who does buy if you think I like Royal Castle, Fowl and Kentucky Fried. We don't support we own kind, it's too much bad. intoxicated me. Too much MX, too much marijuana, too much artificial meals. Why we must vex when Ramzuku prosper? We bag is Dandan and Hills. While we as free temperament, other people make good use of every cent. To tighten up all who's slack, I come out to pay this portrait in black.
One of the many Trini treasures collecting dust, ignored by urban radio stations and part-time culture lovers. Timeless classic, Maestro in a class by himself, lyrically conscious, musically genius. At number 16, Portrait in Black. Maestro released 46 songs from 1964 to 1977. Plus, he wrote hundreds of songs for others for small change. Over the years, many covered Maestro songs, including Dominican Soca cadence group, Grandmax.
New York City don't have money. Anywhere you walk, that's the talk in New York. Alien got to keep an instrument, telling their congressman, them on West Indian. Savage! They say we West Indian. Savage! Them say we not human. Savage! That's the way we make love. Savage! Love is all we dream of. Antigua. Same way. Especially in the winter, temperatures lower than ever. Yankees looking for shelter. West Indian on the road, taking over. They're taking over, licks like fire.
It was because of the success of Savage in New York and thanks to Maestro, Sensational Roots hooked up with Charlie of Charlie's Records and became Charlie's Roots. But there's a story about Savage. One night in New York, heading back to the hotel after performing, Maestro and Squeeby were challenged by some ladies of the night. With some difficulty, they managed to make it safely back to the hotel. Maestro said to Squeeby, "This place savage," and a classic was born.
Hey! Give me the rhythm. Just now. Give me the rhythm.
We're taking over this town.
Give me the rhythm. Give me the rhythm.
Valleys and districts and hills.
Give me the rhythm. Give me the rhythm.
Viking.
Give me the rhythm. Give me the rhythm. Give me the rhythm. Give me the rhythm.
Well, everybody in the place now.
Them say we out of place, like aliens from outer space. Cause them girls mind them ways. Do we amazing pace? Boom. They're asking everywhere how I come in next year. What kind of calypso? Is it fast or slow? While I trying hard to come up to standard, they're wondering how I come in. Coming in strong, you can't go wrong. Like the temperature in a storm, when you find the place getting warm. This dynamic musical pace, everybody shaking their wheels. This time we fire it. We don't play nobody. Fire it. Anytime you see we fire it. We don't look up for it. Fire it. Watch me. Burning, burning, burning. Start the fire blazing. Burning, burning, burning. We have tune to rock, tune to swing. When the gun is we rock right. Blending music for queens and kings. Yes, rock and fling. Fire it.
Grandmax and Bungie covering two Maestro songs. On with the countdown. At number 15, from the pen of Maestro, his good friend Squeeby with Brim Brand.
Here in this land I can't Westland, the steel band man. He getting confused with the tune that he choose. Now we begin blues. Some of them going way back down in history and bringing back tunes we don't gonna reggae. And some of them beating classic and reggae. And when we jump carnival, they no way. It is the way you blend your chords, you hear the calypso flavor. Must be the atmosphere, not the setup. Brim, 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 bram, bram. Man, you can't fool me. The song ain't just like Tchaikovsky. Leave the heavy brim, bram, you see what them for in symphony. They're making a mess and still they protest. Anytime they lose, they go and get booze and making excuse. What I really want to say to them bad men is they creating your own problem. They using too much of fancy dandy. It is one at carnival day, no way. It is the way you blend your chords, you hear the calypso flavor. Must feel the atmosphere, not this at a brim, 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 bram, bram. Man, you can't fool me. Your song is just like Tchaikovsky. Leave the heavy brim, bram music for them for in symphony. What they got to watch this classical touch, they're using too much. They keep going wrong, changing up my song arrangements too long. And then this Steel Band Association take over the competition, promising us orbit and prize money. And now they're crying out bankruptcy. Hey, hey. It is the way you blend your chords, you hear the calypso flavor. Must feel the atmosphere, not this at a room cham 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 room cham 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 cham. And you make a mistake, you teen piece of swan lake. Leave the heavy brim bram music for them foreign symphony. So they rearrange. But when them arrangers start arranging, introducing a foreign timing, and when they freak out in panorama, they blame the calypso singer. No way. It is the way you blend your chords, you get the calypso flavor. Must feel the atmosphere, not the set up brim, 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 bram, bram. Man, you're gone too far. It's something just like Soca. Leave the heavy brim, bram, you see what them foreign symphony.
Maestro wrote many songs for his friend Squeeby, who was present when he got the inspiration for Savage, Iron Man, Streaker, and the jam at number 15 in our countdown. Squeeby, Brim Bram, number 15.
They blame the calypso singer, no way. It is the way you blend your chords, you get the calypso flavor. Must feel the atmosphere, not the set up brim. You're gone too far. It's something just like Soca. Leave the heavy brim bram, you see what them foreign symphony.
On Love Radio Trinidad and Tobago, we are counting down the top 60 Maestro hits through the years. Alston Cecil Maestro Hume, the son of Rita Flora Jones and Redvers Hume of Lothian Road and St. Madeleine, Princestown. Cecil was the eldest with 13 siblings. 6 on his father's side, 4 sisters and 2 brothers. 7 on his mother's side, 2 sisters and 5 brothers. Maestro had 4 children, Lauren, Desiree, Errol and David. Lauren was Daddy's girl. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Lauren Kalinda Brown, the daughter of Maestro.
Hi, my name is Lauren Kalinda Brown, daughter of Cecil Hume, also known as the Maestro. I am proud of my dad's legacy, and I am happy to share this with you. The top 60 hits of Maestro through the years on Love Radio Trinidad and Tobago with the ultimate selector. Do enjoy, folks, and may his music always live on.
Lauren Kalinda Brown.
He was not a party guy. He never really liked crowds. He was very strict with his kids. was serious, but he would make time whenever he was available because, well, we didn't grow up with him. His kids didn't really grow up with him, but when he made time for them, he made time for them. He was loving, but he was very serious, especially when it comes to education and even what hobby you want. I remember seeing him perform on television at night and was proud as hell. And even though it's over 40 years that he's gone, it's still the same way. Hold on for a minute. My two favorite songs was Savage and Black Identity.
How do you feel now as an adult listening to the music and hearing people talk about Maestro?
I feel proud because anything about most of the people who talks about him, they talk about somebody different to who I know because I know him for a fact. I hear people talk about he used to lie and party. My father never liked to party. And my brother, David, is just like them. You see party and crowds? You see the nights when he have to perform in the tent, he would reach at a certain time and right after his performance, you gotta go, you know. He didn't used to hang around. He may hang around for about an hour or so. But you know how some people would party, some Galapsonians would party, go fetch something. Nah.
Yeah.
I remember Tuesday morning, he was home washing his car.
Wow. The yellow curtain are the painted black?
PU 2644. 2644. I'll never forget that number at all. And he was a man like this. Tell us, all right, we're going for ice cream. Everybody happy, we're going for ice cream. Shining car, 2 drop of rain. When I look, the man put the car back in the garage, I put the padlock in the garage, just can't get in his car. He make up his mind. He ain't getting his car wet. No.
Okay.
We'll go for ice cream and everything. He had a car before and he crashed that. And then the Cortina was his second car. But before the first car, he had a chopper bicycle, a purple chopper bicycle. Never will forget that either. Because when he transformed from bike to car, he had given the bicycle to my brother David to chopper. But I remember the yellow Cortina and then he turned it
black.
I remember he had a chopper bicycle at first because it was a purple bicycle, and when he bought the car, he was getting ready to buy the car, he ended up giving the bicycle to David. My father had loved his mother. Yeah. But one thing I will tell you, at least as a father, I knew he was not big on, most men not big on showing affection that way. You understand? But he had loved his mother.
Yeah. Okay.
Because just prior to his accident, I think he was supposed to travel in a matter of days.
Yes.
Right? Because he came and picked up David and I to get our supplies for school. I'll never forget that. He came and picked us up to get like book bag and sneakers and all those things for school. Because it was just on the verge of school opening. When he doing his recording, go downstairs. Because if a pin fall, you get your buff. It had, how much cassette players he threw in the road when he just not getting it the way he wanted. You understand? Because he would sit down with that guitar and that pick and he tricking and writing. Those times were so nice thing. Well, at that age, it wasn't really so astonishing for me then. But it's now that I am grown, I appreciate how he used to do his music all on his own, just with his guitar. And those long time cassette player that holding just one cassette, you're pressing it and it moving up. That his pencil, and he doing his music himself. He was a very talented guy. As far as I am concerned, he was best dad in the world. His time with us was too short because up to today, every so often I ask myself if he was alive, what kind of father he would have been up to now. But it was thankful for the time I had with him. To me, it was a blessing to have him. I just sorry he wasn't around to see a next generation of his grands and great-grands, but it's all good.
Maestro's favorite daughter, Lauren, with some Maestro memories. On with the countdown. Maestro performed 3 times at the March Gras, the Calypso King contest. 1977, You're Fooling and Savage, 1976, Boom Bam and Fiery, 1973, Foreman, which you heard at number 24, and this classic track at number 14 on the Straker record label from 1973. Number 14, Maestro, Black Identity.
Presently, almost everybody talking about black identity. But if you check out the majority, they're only using these words falsely. Because the first thing that is a shame, African people with European name. That is the first step we had to take to correct a prehistoric mistake. If you hear Sicharan, Ramkela, Wan, Lalchan, Balchan, well, bet you life there's a East Indian man, Jose Juan, Gonzalez, Manuel, Sancho, Pablo. You show them fellas from Mexico. So why my name couldn't be Ngaka, Lumumba, Makiba, or Kenyatta? If we use these names, then we sure to be on the stairway to true black identity. If you retrace your steps from the start, you find names play an important part. For if you did some great thing in history, they might want to record your activity. But if you name Hodgkinson or Graham, no one could tell that you were a black man. So this is why it's an important factor to use the names of your African ancestors. Siran, Biran, Ola, Behab, Baba or Mustafa. Well, you're sure them fellas come from Arabia. Rommel, Kalten, Bruna, Adolf, Fitzhofen, von Eichmann. Well, bet you hand them boys is German. So why your name couldn't be Mobutu? Kasavubu, Gowado, Ojuku. Change your name from George Weeks to Wakamba, so we could know that you're serious about black power. Now no African should be reluctant to pass this on to his descendants. These names that you so dearly consider belonging to the white slave master. You lost your name, and this you must know, in the slave trade many years ago. And these present names you must understand, you're contributing to slave time tradition. Nam Fong Chow Chan and Tang Si Tong Wang, you look long pingly. Well then you show them fellas is Chinese. Vladimir Kosygin, Khrushchev, Mikoyan, Kowalski. Well them is Russian men naturally. So why my name couldn't be Danjuma, Tafawa, Lumumba or Nkrumah? Change your name from chalk dust to pygmy bust, so we could know that you're really Afro-conscious. Now some people walk around in dashiki, some preach Ashanti, some Swahili, while others think a bracelet of silver creates reflections of Africa. Yet when they die, you watch on the tombstone, it's Patterson, Adson, Jackson, Calhoun. That is counterfeit identity. These people must be lost in world history. The fact remains that 10 Hindu out of every 20 could still talk at least a little bit of Hindi, and also 29 out of every 30 Chinese could speak the language most fluently. Then why my people can't do the same?
the white man will stand by and let you pass. And he gon' say the black man gets serious at last.
From the Maestro treasure chest of classic jams, a song he performed at the Calypso King contest, the March Gras 1973. At number 14, Black Identity. A Calypso maestro, a soca genius, lyrically conscious, musically magical, Alston Cecil Maestro Hume. We are celebrating the Maestro legacy on Love Radio, Trinidad and Tobago. A great artist would leave a watermark, a stamp, a signature on his paintings. Maestro left subtle hints in the songs he wrote, performed by others. His watermark, his signature, his stamp. Go back and listen to Governor's Ball and Winer Girl. You will hear the words Calypso Maestro.
Calypso, Calypso Maestro. Music Maestro, please. Tonight is for romance.
Lyrical master, musical genius, super sensational soca superstar. Alston Cecil Maestro Hume. On with the countdown. The top 60 Maestro hits through the years. On Love Radio, Trinidad and Tobago. One notch up as you get closer to number 1. At number 13, the handiwork of Art Decoto, Maestro with Brimstone.
I used to sing slowly, the criticize. They say my melody, but dread and dread. I complete and bring strong and I come back down. Now they're straight, they're complaining.
You pass my stroke, how much a crazy piece. Oh, yo, like you want to break the wings.
You say you're playing mass, you say you want it fast, you say you want speed. Let me see you breathe. You see my tempo, get fiery and slow. The fire burn and burn and turn into brimstone. Some steel bad men around the country. I could remember when they called you Steely. My good name now is Mame. They call me on team. With my fire, they perspire.
You pass my stroke, how much a crazy piece. Oh, yo, like you want to break the wings.
You want to make mass. You say you want it fast. You say you want speed. Let me see you breathe. You see my tempo, get fiery and slow. The fire burn and burn and turn into brimstone. I could picture my fans for this new song. They tell me, yes man, this chopping was wrong. They tell me, come back slow, I smile and tell them no. Them say fast one, making millions.
You pass my stroke, how much a crazy piece. Oh, yo, like you want to break the wings.
You say you're playing mass, you say you want it fast, you say you like speed. Let me see you breathe. You see my tempo, get fiery and slow. The fire burn and burn and turn into brimstone.
Arranged by Art Decoto at number 13, Maestro, Brimstone. The musical trilogy, Tempo, Brimstone, Fiery. By the Groove Master, the pace setter. The transition in the music from Kaiso to Soca smoothly. Alston Cecil Maestro Hume. Arcade Studios, background vocal duties for Maestro saw the likes of David Rudder, Carl and Carol Jacob, Mavis John, Ella Andel, Jean Duncan, Patsy Holder, and Bianca Batiste. Earlier, Maestro used Nat Hepburn and the March of Dimes. The Sparks, who became Wildfire, performed with Maestro throughout Trinidad and Tobago and assisted with background vocals at studio sessions. At number 12 in our countdown, with background vocals by The Sparks from 1974, number 12, Maestro, Tomorrow.
This was once a peaceful place. Every race now talking race. Crazy. Hey! Everybody crazy. Smart men preaching salvation. Children seek revolution. Crazy. Hey! Everybody crazy. Hypocrites fix politics. Addicts kicks with narcotics. Crazy. Hey! Everybody crazy. Today trouble is so will go on, only bring more sorrow tomorrow. Today trouble is so will go on, only bring more sorrow tomorrow. Price of everything sky high. People in charge can't say why. Crazy. Hey! Everybody crazy. Starvation and inflation. Political malfunction. Crazy. Hey! Everybody crazy. Masses doing what they like. Workers daily talking strike. Crazy. Hey! Everybody crazy. Today trouble we sow will grow and only bring more sorrow tomorrow. Today trouble we sow will grow and only bring more sorrow tomorrow. Unschooled children meek and mild, educated vile and wild. Crazy. Hey! Everybody crazy. Vehicular commotion, commercialized pollution. Crazy. Hey! Everybody crazy. Old blocks saying rearrange, young folks say they want a change. Crazy. Hey! Everybody crazy.
The many moods of Maestro. Music sweet for days. At number 12 in our countdown, with background vocals by The Sparks. Maestro with a classic jam, Tomorrow, a timeless classic at number 12. Tomorrow.
The trouble we sow will grow and only bring more sorrow tomorrow. Today trouble we sow will grow and only bring more sorrow tomorrow.
We are counting down the top 60 Maestro hits through the years, and we are up to number 11, just outside the magical circle of the prestigious top 10. One of the all-time Maestro fan favorites at number 11 from 1974. Maestro with his monster hit, Mr. Trinidadian.
Mr. Trinidad, tell me what scene you on. Do you just like political confusion?
You criticizing the way you live, yet you can't produce an alternative. You say you against the power structure, you ain't like the opposition either. But take care, you jump out the hot water and end up in the center of the fire. Because you refuse to vote in election, but then you want revolution. You're strongly against communism. You walk out on colonialism. You say if William had to go, but who to replace him? You ain't know. So to make a long story short from in front, Trinidadians ain't really know what they want. My friend, if you don't want democracy, the opposite is guerrilla activity. If you don't want democratic improvement, you have to want a revolutionist government. And yet when Guy Harewood went in the hills with Jennifer Jones, you let them get killed. All you're doing is grinning and skylarking. You come like the ass in the lion's skin, because you say Robinson is a traitor. You say what's than that about Ranger. You say Kamal seeking his own interest. You call Millet a Marxist-Leninist. You ain't ODAC, neither DLP, and you say DMM is only Ratchet. Well, you tying up yourself. I gonna tell you why. Trinidadians just like plenty mama guys. Trinidadian talking black power. It's not wrong for a man to love his culture. Yes, you walk around with your afro plait and you're dragging as maggot and fat sapat. But although they're rapping about Africa, you're eating roti like if you're born in India. So who you gonna blame when you make your book and end up like a cat on a hunting room? Because you say you're going Afro all the way. Let you smile when they bring in Tony May. William say he want to retire. You beg him to stay a little longer. You reject Carl's act on public order. Now you want the same Carl for Prime Minister. Like your sense of reasoning goes and comes. It won't surprise me if you call back Albert Guns. You say that you didn't want no dictator, yet you want one fella to reign forever. Abbott Malik, you say he guilty. Parmasadi the same, yet you set him free. Long ago you didn't want Fidel Castro, but now you say the same Castro is a hero. Well, this attitude, like Humpty Dumpty, you might fall off the wall eventually. Because you say Butler was too high-handed, Steve Marriage uneducated. You say that we can't trust Jamada. You find Sukaran to Konkosa. You say the accent is on the young man, yet you run and call back Ashford Sinanan. But you won't call back until you call disaster, like the colonial days of the slave master.
When I started Radio Trinidad in 81, I had asked those around about Mr. Trinidadian. And the story I heard is that Bob Gittins approached Hilton Rhiners and they ended up doing Disco 45, although it was not the Rhiner label. Bob Gittins approached Hilton and it became a reality. But the record itself wasn't a financial success to be able to give back something to the family or something, so, but at least it lives on for posterity.
I think it's between Rocky and Bob, eh?
Yeah, so between Rocky and Bob and Hilton.
Between Rocky. Rocky and Bob take it to Hilton Rhineland because to get 9 encore in a tent, they had to change the encore verse 8 times.
Rocky McCollins, inspired by a conversation he had with Clive Nunez, spoke to Bob Gittins, who approached Hilton Rhiners, which resulted in Mr. Trinidadian being released on a Disco 45 for posterity. I would like to salute broadcaster Bob Gittins for his efforts in preserving this record for posterity.
Indian Trinidadian, naive as ever. That is why they formed the Mahasabah. They're conservative, only talking race. Yet you see so much Dogla all around the place. They say they just need pork for them. How come them and black pudding is such good friends? You're making your own self a puppet show. You might end up just like Rumpelstiltskin. You call Pat Solomon a bashon, yet spending your money in London. You say the country's A-strength fighter is a regular ganja smoker. You call your picture a seditious traitor. Now that same traitor is a union leader. It won't surprise me if you move Malik from death row and make him minister home affairs tomorrow. Trinidadian, walking, talking peace. Yes, he always in trouble with the police. Saying peace and love, right on, brother man. Yet if you watch him hard, he want to break your hand. They say they doesn't need pork, but then how come them and black pudding is such good friends? They're making their own self-a-papi show. You might end up just like Rumpelstiltskin. Theodore Guerra prosecute soldiers, but that he got one set of horrors. And then when Maury gone down Walker, they run and they call the same Guerra. You say Mahavir too quiet and soft, and Victor Campbell is a big show. You ain't what Eric Kamal call neither part. If it's a badge on you want, well call Dr. If you don't want democracy, the opposite is guerrilla activity. If you don't want democratic improvement, you have to want a revolutionist government. And yet when Guy Harewood went in the hills with Jennifer Jones, you let them get killed. All you're doing is grinning and skylarking. You come like the ass in the lion's skin, because you call Robinson a traitor. You say what's that about Rachel? You say Kamal seeking the own interest. You call me later Marxist, Leninist. You are what DLP, neither DLP. Yet you say PNM is only Rashidi. Well, if you're bringing back dead horses on the line, well, it's alright if you bring back Larry Constantine.
For the benefit of the students doing research, Jennifer Jones is very much alive. It was her sister, Beverly Jones, who was killed along with Guy Harewood. Jennifer Jones Kernahan last served as a senator and a Trinidad envoy to Cuba. So, correction, Beverly, not Jennifer Jones. At number 11, Maestro with Mr. Trinidadian. We started at number 60 working our way up, step by step, notch by notch. 50 hits down, and still to come, the top 10 Maestro hits through the years. This is a celebration of the Maestro legacy, the top 60 Maestro hits through the years on Love Radio Trinidad and Tobago, with interviews by Maestro peers, family and friends. I'm Sukram Ali, the ultimate selector, full of the joy of life, enjoying the journey.
This program is dedicated to Trinis, Trinidadians, Caribbean people and music lovers everywhere, on Love Radio, Trinidad and Tobago, with Sukram Ali, the ultimate selector.